Hello there, friendly neighbors, and welcome back to our channel. My hair is back to being pink.
It's back to what it belongs. It's been so long, Rara. It's been so long.
Do you want to go back down?
Yes.
You did your part? She's like, I don't like the pink hair. Who are you? I'm gonna give you guys a tour of the space that my ferrets live in and that I live in. We live together. We be roommates. I did a video like this a couple months ago, back when I was living in my old apartment, but I no longer live there. I moved back in with my parents because of reasons. I've never talked about that on my channel, but I feel like you guys picked up on the hints, so you know. Cat's out of the bag. Elara, why do you have to be loud right when I start filming a video? You're quiet all day, and the second that the camera goes on, every single one of you just says I need to make noise. Why is that? Can we stop? My ferrets live with me in my bedroom at my new house, and they're outside of their cage anytime that I am home and I am awake. So this means 4 days a week they're free roaming for about 14 hours, and then 3 days a week when I go into my part-time job, they free roam for about 6 hours. I've never had my ferrets living in my bedroom with me. When I first got Luna and Nova, they did, back in my old house. But that was only for a couple months, and then I moved to a new place and they had a ferret room, and then they were just free roaming upstairs and my bedroom was in the basement. So it's a new experience for me, and I'm really honestly enjoying it so much. I'm a hermit, I never leave my room. I work in the world of online, so I'm pretty much glued to my computer 24/7, and it's just really nice that I can just be chilling and then Nova will come up to me and she wants me to pick her up and I can just have a little cuddle with her. Gives me a little bit of that much needed serotonin. I got stuff I want to put on my walls, and I want to paint my walls. There's a bunch of things I still want to do to this room, but I just procrastinate a lot, and I've been living here for like 3 months and I haven't done any of that. So I was like, okay, just film the video already. I've been wanting to film a tour of the space that they have, but I haven't been doing it because I haven't done any of those things. But I've made no effort to do any of those things, so it's clearly just not gonna happen, so I'm just gonna film the video already. That's what we're doing today. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just gonna show you guys around what they have and show you guys some of the ferret proofing stuff that I've done. It'll just give you context for all the stuff that you keep seeing in the background, and then you're just like, where are you, Kenya? I have no recognition for where you are. So, let's go do that, I guess. So the tour starts off right here at this beautiful baby gate. Baby gates are very easy to ferret proof. I think a lot of people try to buy baby gates that are like already ferret proofed, so they don't have holes in them or anything that the ferrets can climb. Let me introduce you to my best friend here. Duct tape. If you want to ferret proof a baby gate, all you have to do is just cover it in duct tape. There are these holes here, which a ferret would very easily be able to climb, had it not been for my best friend duct tape. But now look at this. You ain't going nowhere, Mandy. You ain't going nowhere but here. I do keep my door closed normally, and this is just because I'm a superior human being than my family members. And I'm superior because, unlike them, I have adapted nose blindness to the smell of ferrets. I don't smell them anymore. My parents are, you know, I don't like to say this to their face, but they are weaker than I am. They can smell the ferrets and I can't. And just so, you know, I can respect the fact that they are an inferior breed of human being to me, I keep my door closed so that they don't have to smell ferret all day. You smell bad, Mandy.
I don't smell anything.
Door aside. So next to my door, I have a puppy pad here. This is because my ferrets, just, you know, like normal ferrets, ferrets love to poop in front of doors. A litter box doesn't fit in this corner, so puppy pad. I put blankets in this corner because that stops them from going to the bathroom in that corner. I just don't want to have to do a full, huge puppy pad thing at this door. That would bother me. Over here we've got the bathroom, which Mandy's not allowed in. She wants to go in there, but she can't. And then we have my walk-in closet, which once again, you're not allowed in there. She wants to be in there. She's not allowed though. This whole area is something I actually want to very badly block off from my ferrets because they don't need to be over here, and all that having them in this area does is makes it really annoying for me because anytime I'm trying to go through any of these 3 doors, they follow me and it's frustrating. That's why I have the baby gate at the door, even though the door is normally closed, because when I'm carrying a bunch of stuff and I'm trying to get out and I have 5 ferrets at my feet, it's just easier that I block it off. That's on you.
Bite me.
I'm actually planning to build a baby gate that goes from this wall to this wall here, and it just like blocks this area off. I can't find a baby gate that I can buy that fits that space, so I'm just gonna make it. Because that's what I do. I just make things. So that's a future video coming up. Look out for that. We have another puppy pad here. This was once a litter box, but the little rats, I'm talking specifically about you, Mandy, they didn't like that being a litter box. They kept pooping next to it or in front of it. So I switched to a puppy pad. Since then, they have been pretty good, so that's why this one stays as a puppy pad. You are too cute. It is not fair.
I know.
How are you legally allowed to be this cute? get out of my house. I mentioned these little pillows in my IKEA video as things you can use as poop prevention because they have these little ties which are really convenient to tie to furniture. So that's just there so that they don't use the bathroom there. It works pretty well. I also have my lovely air purifier, which is currently turned off. I got an air purifier a couple months ago because this space is a lot more confined than my old apartment, and I was noticing a buildup of ferret smell. Despite the fact that I am a superior human being and I do have nose blindness to ferret smell, it still happens when it gets really bad. So I bought an air purifier and it's been helping a lot. I have it running 24/7, except for when I'm filming YouTube videos, because she loud. My ferrets have this beautiful little nook that I created in one of my ferret proofing videos for them to sleep in under my bookshelf. The reason that this is here is, of course, so that they don't go to the bathroom in my bookshelf or knock things off of it. I just repurposed it as a little ferret area for them. The first litter box I have in my room, which Elara is demonstrating her ability to use, thank you Elara, is right over here. It's there because my ferrets decided they like to poop there, so I put a litter box there. This is my computer zone, where I spend most of my time because I'm a hermit and I never leave the house. These are my 3 lovely plants that are constantly in a state of almost being dead because I suck at watering them. This one's doing the worst, but you know what? Just like me, it's hanging on to life by a thread. I'm trying to grow a little avocado pit. It's going pretty well. I think it's coming up. I don't know. It's cute though. And then this is my little ivy that I love very much, and it does pretty well. It's spreading a lot. I want it to just grow, you know, all over this window. I keep my watering can here so I don't forget to water them because that's why she's in this state. It's hard to remember things. Underneath my desk, I have put a couple of beds because I didn't really want to have to put a litter box under here and they were pooping. So I have that little bed, which I got them for Christmas last year, and this bed, which is just from the dollar store. I love those beds. They are great and they're super cheap and they do pretty well in the wash. I have baby locks on all of my lower cabinets. There's a lot of them throughout the bedroom. I'll just show you guys this one. These ones are ones that you can buy on Amazon. They're really, really great. They're super easy to install and just, you know, use, and my ferrets can't get into my cupboards anymore, which is really nice. This little bed here is also just something to stop them from going to the bathroom in this corner because I don't want to have a litter box there and there. That would bother me. So I put this bed here. Luna and Nova are really the only ones who sleep in it, and they honestly don't even sleep in it that often, but you know what? It's cute, so that's okay. They've got their little toy box, which is where I put all of their toys whenever I'm doing a little cleanup, and then they get to spend some time taking them to other parts of the house. Right now there aren't any toys in there because they already stashed them, so there's just a bunch of tubes. Thank you, Andromeda, for showing us how that works. Oh. Okay, we missed one. She's taken that one. Okay, have fun with that. Underneath my bed is probably my ferret's favorite place to sleep, and that's just because it's really nice and cool. I have 2 dog beds that I have back there. There's one on the other side, which are just pushed right up against the wall, so they have somewhere really nice and cool to sleep. And then I've also got this tunnel running under it just to give them something to do, a little tunnel to run around. Beds are a kind of frustrating thing to ferret proof. I'm sure plenty of ferret owners know what it's like when your ferret gets into the box spring by digging up that really thin fabric under box springs. One of the best life hacks that I have ever found for ferret proofing, which I found very quickly into ferret ownership, was to use a fitted sheet. All you have to do is put a fitted sheet upside down on your bed spring, and then everything is covered. Hi, Andromeda. Yeah, we're not talking about you right now.
But you should be.
And then by doing that, they have a significantly harder fabric to dig through. I've had this one on my bed for about 3 months now, and they haven't been able to dig through it, so it's been working pretty well for me. I have this shag carpet that my ferrets absolutely adore. They love rolling around on it. I've never had an area rug or anything like that in my space that I have my ferrets, and having this one definitely made me realize how great they are. My ferrets just love riding around on it. It gives them a little bit of grip as opposed to the tile, and they have a really good time chasing each other. Over here next to the bed, we have another drawer, which I have also ferret-proofed that one with the baby locks. They've got another litter box over here. In this corner, my ferrets normally have a water fountain, but for some reason it broke yesterday. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'm trying to fix it, and if I can't, I'm just gonna get them another one. Normally their kennel is sort of like this, and then the water fountain is over there next to it, but because I don't have the water fountain there right now, I'm putting their kennel that way so that they don't poop in that corner, because Elara likes to hit that corner up, even when there's a litter box right there. Ferrets are frustrating. I have my first manga shelf over here, because I'm a big loser. You guys see this in the background of a lot of my videos, and I've got the little bar that I use to ferret proof that, which once again I made in my other ferret proofing video. Next to that, we just have this little apple bed over here, which my ferrets never sleep in, but I think it's cute and I put it there anyway. And another little pillow for poop prevention. This is where I keep my litter locker and my litter for my ferrets, once again with a bar that I made in my ferret proofing video. And my other manga shelf, because once again, I'm a loser. My Skate the Infinity section is getting a little crowded. It's to the point that I think I might need to just make a separate shelf for Skate the Infinity, because I'm definitely planning on getting more merch. Look at this beautiful boy. I love you so much. And then over in this corner, we have my Ferret Cage. I like having it in this corner, and I do have it sort of taking up a little more space than necessary because I just like the look of it not being pushed right into the corner. Behind it, I have this little cat tower there to stop them from pooping, but Nova also really likes to sleep in it. I feed my ferrets and I give them their water in their cage. Of course, when they have their water fountain set up, they also have water out there. But I like feeding them in their cage because it limits stashing, at least in my experience. I had quail for breakfast this morning, so that's why there's a little piece of quail there that I'll clean up once I clean up their breakfast dish. When I feed them in their cage, they have to go through the process of carrying it like all the way down here and all the way here and then under my bed. It just makes them less inclined to do that because it's more work. I mean, I understand. I also hate doing work. What?
I want to be a tour guide too. Follow me. I'll show you my favorite place to beat up baby sister.
Underneath my cage is where I kind of just store their soft carriers that I use sometimes when I'm just taking them out to the hardware store or something. And then next to it, I have my little sewing station, which is a lot more clean than it normally is. I have my little cubby with all my like necessary sewing stuff, and then I have like 6 times that in my walk-in closet, but this is just the stuff that I need right away. And under my sewing desk, I have the last litter box. This is the one that I am the most mad about. I didn't need to put this here until last month. Previously, they didn't go to the bathroom under my desk at all, but now they've decided that my desk is the greatest place in the entire world to go to the bathroom, so I have to put a litter box under there. Besides that stuff, I do have a couple other things that I've ferret-proofed in really simple ways. Nova sometimes does chew on cables. It's not often, but every once in a while she does it. So I have this cable going under my bedside table here. It's the cable for this lamp, so the rest of it is actually just taped up to this wall here, so they just, you know, don't have access to it. And along with that, when I have my water fountain here, I use these command hooks to hook the wire for it up along this wall and then finally down to where it's plugged in. And then I put some masking tape over that cable, just like the cable behind my bed, just so that it's not easy for them to bite and then chew. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed the tour of my space that my ferrets and I live in. As much as I would love to be able to show you guys the rest of the house and show you upstairs, I don't want to get doxxed. We live on an acreage, and so there's a lot of areas for my ferrets to run around and play and dig and just explore when I take them out on their harnesses, which is really great for them. I'm sure eventually I will show you guys parts of the yard. Right now, I'm just not gonna do that. We're focusing on the inside. Well, I guess that's sort of it for this week's video. I made an announcement earlier about my upload schedule going forward, so if you hadn't seen that, go check that out. Things are sort of changing a little bit in that regard while I'm doing my series on commercial foods and kibble for ferrets. Check out that video if you haven't seen it yet either. But yes, I will still be back here next week doing some weird ferret stuff. I know what I'm doing, and I'm very excited because it's gonna be stupid and I will see you guys next week when I do something. I am quite sure what yet because I have been planning that far ahead. I don't have a ferret to say goodbye with because they all went to bed. So I'm not gonna wake them up because then they're just gonna be little terrors. It's that time of the afternoon. It's terror o'clock. We're gonna let them sleep through that though. Have a great week. I'm gonna stop talking now. Goodbye, everybody.